Hello, everybody out there in the land of the internet and internet land. Welcome back to another episode of the No Skill Podcast. Hi, real quick introductions. As usual, I am your host. I am DJ. Down there to my right, to your left is Brandon.
What's going on, everyone? It's great to be here.
Next to him is Mikey.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
And today we have a special guest. Yes, we have a special guest. Please say hi to Mr. Darko. Hello, sir.
Hola. Hello.
You hear that? He hit you with some of that Spanish. He's fancy. Well, yes, sir. Hello, and
Yeah.
welcome to the campsite. This is one of our campsites you saw when you spawned in. We have the other one out there, but we haven't been in the Dark Souls cave in a while. Time to get our humanity back. Hello. So, how do I start this? When was the last time we had a special guest on? Holy crap. Okay.
Last year.
That is fuck off.
Hey, come on. I finally get to use it.
How do you tell me you've become an old man without telling me you become an old man? You do shit like that. I'll see you next year.
I turned 30. I get to say dumb boomer shit now.
Stud finder. Oop, found one. Anyway, before we get too foregone. So first off, I want to know, how was your New Year's? How was everybody's New Year? We're because trust me, this episode's going to be about him, but it's the first podcast of 2024. Oh my god, this is crazy. But so we're going to start down here on the end. How was everybody's New Year? Brandon, what did you do?
Well, other than having to drive to my mother's work to, give her a good old hug and Happy New Year because she had to work that night, it was pretty fun. We had all three of us did the same thing. So go ahead, Mikey, tell us what you did.
I showed up to a Discord game night, completely sloshed, met a bunch of his friends for the first time. Told what was the story about the femboy in the nightclub? We all shared a good laugh. And then we absolutely smashed on Brawlhalla. That was fun. That was a blast.
You guys smashed on Brawlhalla. I ran away from you the entire fucking time.
Yeah, he did. You also forgot to mention, got really offensive on Cards Against Formality. Is that what it's called now? Yeah, that.
I don't know what the name of it is. I just showed up to win, and I did not do that. So I wasn't that offensive by definition.
Hey, but me and you were constantly at the top. Oh.
Silver still shines, baby. Number 2.
Whether you can call it Cards Against Humanity or Formality, it's the other card game that's not Uno that anybody cares about. Boom. My New Year's, same thing. I was in a Discord server with a bunch of my friends for New Year's Eve game night, but before that, I was at work, where it was every single basic person just like, we can't wait till midnight, we're getting slosh face now, break out the champagne. You know those edgelords. But now, down here in the end, Darko, how was your New Year's / New Year's Eve? Did you do anything fun? Did you go out?
I ate dinner. I fell asleep, and then it was just 2024. I didn't really do anything. It was just kind of an average day for me.
Are you not one of those types to go absolutely hoop the ape shit because the clock's gonna hit midnight on a certain day?
I usually am. It's just, I don't know, this New Year's was different. I just kind of was tired, so I decided, let me just go to bed. It'll be 2024 no matter what, so.
You know what? Fair. I can definitely get behind that and understand that. But now that we're down here on the end, hi, Mr. Darko. It is your first time here on this podcast, and we want to get to know a little bit about you. So turn to one of these pretty little cameras here and tell the people who you are. What do you do?
My name is Mr. Darko. I basically just run a group. I make a lot of SCP content. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 with people. They might know me for controversy, or they might know me for worlds. But for worlds, yeah, I make worlds. That's about it.
Controversy.
I can say words sometimes.
We know a guy like that. He's on the wall in the tavern. We know who he is.
I'm looking at one other one too.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But no, so you're a world maker. What type of worlds do you? I know you said SCP, but like, so what are we talking here? Do you want to go? Are you going for like a horror factor, creepy factor, shit your pants factor, or is it playable?
So it's playable. It's basically people can just kind of go in, role play, do whatever, make their own characters, and then play in that world as their characters, stuff like that.
Okay, okay. Do you dabble in avatar creation at all, or is it just strictly world making?
I mean, I've dabbled, I've tried, but I just kind of saw that worlds are my strong suit, so I kind of sticked with that.
Okay.
But
All then, I have to ask the next question of what got you into world creation. Like, what sparked the whole coming into VR chat and saying, "I want to make one of these."
well, I had played VrChat before, and it kind of wasn't my thing. And then I had this girlfriend, and she did the whole SCP thing. I was in SCP prior, and she had made an SCP world, and I went there
Hmm.
because, long story short, I ended up with her account. I went on there and I saw it, and I was like, "Wow, this is really bad. Let me remake this myself. I bet I could remake this better myself." And it kind of just started from there. I mean, just by seeing how bad something was. And I was like, wow, I should actually kind of remake this.
That's the most VR chat version of "I can fix her" I've ever heard.
The Sigma male grind set right there.
But so then, like, what was wrong with this world? Was it just like like graphics wise, or was it like set up poorly? And what did you do to change it? Because I love world creation. I can't create a world to save my goddamn life, but I love spawning into some of these people's worlds. Like, and I'm like, it's amazing how simplistic something is, but how vast it is at the same time. So what did you do?
Uh, I mean, like the world itself wasn't really that bad. Like it didn't look bad at all. It's just it wasn't very true to like SCP and stuff. Because again, I had known about that prior, but it's just I wanted to kind of recreate it because I'd also been talking to my uncle about it because he wanted to make worlds as well, or he didn't really wanna, but he said, "Oh, I bet I can do this in 30 minutes." When I was like on VRChat or on VRChat's house, so I was showing him that stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, I can remake this," and I was like, "Okay, do it," and then he didn't. So that's another reason, but
Wait, your uncle's in this
yeah.
bitch?
Uh, he was sort of, kind of, only for a bit.
Still, the fact that like an older relative is in even if it was for a brief period of time was in VR chat is absolutely incredible. Because I'm pretty sure I am still consistently the oldest out of everybody we've interacted with when it comes to VR chat. I believe so, anyway.
Yeah, so
Maybe. Okay, so get into world creation. We're pushing, or we're going to push the past the world creation because I want to come back and actually hear like some of the worlds that you've created. But one of the questions I always ask guests that always get recommended to us through this one particular friend of ours / yours, how in the hell did you shack up with Arbiter King? How did you find that man? How did he find you?
Uh, I mostly forget who introduced us, but it was at one of his campfire events, and the guy or girl, I forget who it was like, "Hey, you guys should totally collab." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. The Musketeers are really big." So I decided to go to the campfire event, and I was really quiet. He talked to me a bit, and I talked to him, and nothing was really going on. I didn't think it'd go anywhere. Like I'd seen his Abby's as well, but like I didn't know about him like truly at the time. So I was just kind of, oh yeah, whatever, just saying yes and nodding my head and stuff. And eventually I think maybe like a week or two after that, we started talking about the collab stuff. I don't know exactly when it was, but it just kind of went from there, from that one campfire event, and now we're really good friends. So
See, that's tight. The fact that like one event, one simple event, can make you friends friends for life, or at least like when it comes to VrChat anyway. That's how it was with wow, I can't English today. This is great. Um, how we first met Arbiter when he I forgot, Brandon. Refresh my memory. Did you reach out to Arbiter, or did Arbiter reach out to us?
Actually, he reached out to us in the comments section of an older podcast,
That's right.
and we kind of just met up on VrChat, talked this shit, and right before we sat down to shoot the first podcast we ever did with him, and we really hit it off, and it's kind of been a partnership ever since. We just help each other out. We go on podcasts. Hell, sometimes we pop into a campfire here and there, or at least I do, and say hi, what's up. Ghost got introduced to us. Then that Ghost, you're still on the wall. Anyway,
we need to get him back on here at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing how we went from just Arbiter reaching out to us in the comment section of a video, which ladies and gentlemen, just know, you type in the comment section, we might see it, and you might be out here with us one day, chilling. But from a comment on a YouTube video to this world that you see before you, Arbiter built it. This was all this was him, including the big wrench in the back in a video. You guys will see that in the video coming soon. Yeah. So that's why I definitely admire world creation. Hell, half the time these guys can find me just world surfing, going into random spots just to see what it looks like, and I would love to see what some of your worlds look like, especially since you said you're an SCP guy. I now see it above your head, the SCP United. I just now clocked that. Well, so now taking down the line, anything you guys want to ask to get to know Darko a little bit, starting with you, Green?
Oh, me. Sorry. I thought you were looking elsewhere. Yeah, actually. So, as a bit of a horror buff myself, I know the SCP kind of spans a very wide style of genres. What kind of drew you to that aesthetic? Like, was it the creepiness, the sci-fi, the potentially eldritch? Like, it's a very wide topic. So, like, what kind of brought you into it?
I mean, I had always been a horror fan. Like, so what happened was my dad had actually introduced me to it because he's about all that horror internet stuff, and I guess I just got kind of drawn to it because it was something different. Like I had always heard about Jeff the Killer, like one-off stories with like Slender Man, but this was something that actually had like it's not just like a one and done read. Like there are thousands of articles, and that really drew me in because of how expansive it is and how many different types of horror there are in the actual universe of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I very much get that because with traditional creepypasta web series, they're usually, like you said, one-offs. They're one and dones or very limited or very short runs because they're passion projects. They're not a huge team putting something together. But when people open up projects like SCP, the back rooms, things like that, where it's a community driven, the potential is literally infinite for them to just keep building, expanding, and enjoying whatever it is. I mean, eventually there will be a ceiling where it's not fun anymore, but it's pretty astronomical what you can get away with until then.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome. That's cool, man. Because the one of our members who I'm realizing isn't here at the moment, the Gecko, he got me into it initially, and I still tune back in every now and then just to kind of see what's happening in the community. I've noticed with TikTok popping off that SCP has been getting popular again, a little bit more of a resurgence than the last couple of years.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
before we move down to Brandon, I guess my only, I don't want to say concerted question, but so I'm not the biggest knower of anything SCP outside of what I've seen in some of the video games, especially when it's like some of the most cursed mods of all time. where the guys are getting run down by killer My Little Pony.
What?
So
What?
yeah, they were getting killed. The players were being hunted and killed by one of the My Little Ponies, the yellow one. And I figured it was just a mod. So I guess my question is, what exactly is SCP? For those in the comment section that are yelling at me, I deserve it. I am sorry. So
I
what
wanna
is
scream
SCP?
at you.
You can. Just not right now while we're recording because you're gonna ruin the audio. Yeah, now you have to hold on to that for the next hour and
It's
a
okay,
half.
bud.
But when we're off recording, I promise you can yell and scream all you want, assuming you don't wake up your brother. Oh God,
Oh God.
Jesus! I pissed him off so much he pulled
I
an
think that's
exorcist.
an SCP right there.
Damn, are you a fucking owl?
Did you
Pretty
drop your
much.
fucking headset? Did you throw it across the house?
Yeah, I am an owl. Who the fuck do you think you are?
DJ.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a bad bit. I'm gonna work off that.
It's all good.
Move along.
But still, my question still remains:
Mhm.
what exactly is SCP? Because I heard him say things like jumping into it, and then I heard you say that there's different umbrellas of it, like there's like thousands of different types of SCP. And now my mind is like, hey, how big is this fucking thing? So if you could give me a simplistic rundown of what SCP is, because all I know is it's secure, contain, protect. And even then, I'm not sure about that.
Well, with SCP, there is no simple, but I guess I can try to put it. Basically, SCPs are monsters. The SCP Foundation protects those monsters from humanity. Some of them can't be protected, which is not good. They're bad people that are trying to destroy the Foundation to release the monsters or, like, kill them. Either way, but it's basically just a big foundation that protects, whether it be like a pen that never runs out of ink or a demon that is trying to destroy destroy the whole universe.
Okay.
So
I mean, what's so bad about a pen that never runs out of ink? That'll put the entirety of Bic and paper made out of business.
yeah, some of them are good, but some of them not so much.
So it's a bunch of misfits and oddities that a security force are trying to protect from the outside world.
Basically,
Okay. I'm starting to get it now. Now I'm curious as to what like some of these SCPs are. So I want both of y'all. Well, actually, no. Before I continue on my bullshit, Brandon.
Well, since Mikey brought you into it, what would you say is your like favorite SCP, like story, creature, anomaly, whatever? Just what was your favorite?
probably trying to think. I think it's SCP-238 because the story goes that there's there's this character called the Scarlet King, and he's trying to break into the world and end it. Kind of a cliche thing.
Yeah.
And there's this one woman who apparently her child, when she births it, it is basically to the Scarlet King. So once she has that child, it's basically going to come through and destroy everything. And they have a story that goes with it to where if this lady is basically tortured brutally every night, like just absolutely horrifically. The thing is, there's a theory within the Foundation, or kind of a fact actually, that it's actually they read her a bedtime story. And the story itself isn't crazy. It's just kind of funny to me how a bedtime story is stopping a demon from destroying anything and everything.
Hmm. Okay, and if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, the Scarlet King is like SCP like 001 or something like that.
It's one of the proposals, but
Proposals.
yeah, basically.
All right. And the only thing I really know about Scarlet King is that one of the children is a tickle monster, and I thought it was adorable. It's like a
999,
little,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's a little blob, and he's like really happy. He makes everyone happy. Why are you looking at me like that?
That would be the one you know.
What is this, a little fucking slime ball that likes to hug people? What the fuck you mean that would be
You
the
have a
one?
secret penchant for cute things that you don't bring up often, but when you do, it always shocks me.
The fuck?
You do.
Okay.
Editor, check the footage on that.
I am the editor, you bitch.
Jamie, pull that up.
Brandon, bring up the incriminating evidence of yourself. Right here, if you would.
Yeah, I'll just put up the picture of the fox I put in the Discord. There you go. Shit.
Yeah, actually, yes. Do that. Remember this. Timestamp this. Anyway, sorry.
It was adorable.
So now then, we'll go down the line then, because now I'm curious, because you guys have my mind asunder with the oddities of SCP. So you said what your favorite one is, Mikey. What is your favorite SCP? Give us some details so I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh man. I almost want to say, I don't know, do I go with nostalgia or do I go with like the Lovecraftian bullshit because I'm a sucker for Lovecraftian bullshit?
You better put some HP on that.
All right, then the Great Dreamer. I don't know, there's just something about the cults, the followers, the impending end of days. I don't know, it's very classic Lovecraftian style storytelling, and I quite like it a lot.
Okay. So
And I
give us a
kind of
brief.
like the idea that every once in a while, a bunch of commandos have to stop a Call of Cthulhu-esque event, and it's really funny to me that the kind of clashing of genres happens.
Call of Cthulhu, so he added in like kaiju elements?
Not necessarily. Okay, so like world-ending, beyond sanity creature shows up and causes problems. Sometimes you have to do the arcane thing and seal it away, and other times, SEAL Team 6 shows up and stops the cultists. And there's it's a really fun story to play with. Right?
All
See,
right.
now you're getting it. Now you're getting why it's fun.
Mm. All right. Yeah, I'm slightly tickled. So then down the line, Brandon, what cursed SCP is your favorite? What is your go-to? What gets your motor going?
Actually, just because he's, I don't know. Actually, I would probably say the Plague Doctor. I really like his aesthetic.
OG Plague Doctor.
Yeah, I like that guy. Fucking basically, okay, DJ. I think the guy that looks like a regular European like plague doctor from like, I don't know, back in the day of like the Black Plague.
Yeah.
But his outfit is his skin and his actual body, but he walks around basically trying to cure people in his own sadistic way. But he basically just kills them, because if he touches you, you're dead. Like, he just sucks the life out of you. But he calls it the cure. That humanity is sick.
Stopping the pestilence.
Yeah.
He's one of them's. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and the dead bodies become zombies, but that's always fun.
Hey, does there always have to be zombies?
There's always zombies in horror. That's just the way it works.
But why? Why couldn't we just stop at Shaun of the Dead?
No. Kind of, the Cornetto trilogy is amazing. We do more zombies. We always need more zombies.
Yeah. Hey, game developers, for VR, make some more games about that. Just saying. We need more.
Give me Dead Rising VR. I'm just saying, please.
I mean, that Western
Also,
world.
I just want to say the trilogy got me into the. Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, no. Continue.
The Cornetto trilogy got me into horror. I absolutely love
No
those movies.
way.
As we're talking, I have a Shaun of the Dead and the World's End poster right next to me, and the Hot Fuzz poster is in my mom's room right now.
Let's
My
go.
love
God,
those
let's
movies.
go. We have a new favorite guest. Arbiter's out.
Sorry, Arbor. Oh, fuck you, nerd.
Dude, I adore those movies, man. They really are classics. They're very different from what you'd expect from, the sci-fi, the horror, the action. I don't know, man. I can't call Hot Fuzz anything other than a masterpiece. It just makes me happy every time I see it.
Yeah, the
especially
best. I love those
especially since
movies.
they were wasn't it originally just supposed to be satirical, and then it took off, and then they went, "Fuck it, we can make another one."
The whole like tongue in cheek aspect of the movies is they are satirical. They are play on the traditional zombies, the action, the end of the world aliens thing. Like
Mhm.
the idea is to take what you know and twist it enough to make it your own way and make it fun. And I think they deliver very well. And then the whole the same world loose trilogy. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's just a very well put together, enjoyable experience all the way around.
It's been years since I've seen those movies, so I think I might need to give them a watch again. Because all I know, well, have retained from them is the memes that you find everywhere. Of the guy loading the shotgun and just going, "Shame."
Yeah, that's that picture is the banner for my D&D party.
Of course it is.
Yep. Loads wand with malicious intent. Shame.
Avada Kedavra, bitch. Sorry, I'm a Harry Potter geek. Leave me alone. But where was I going with this? I was totally thrown off by
I
Shaun of the
don't
Dead.
know.
I don't know. You told us to leave you alone.
Okay. Okay, I got a good spot for this. So, but you brought it that you are a avid fan of horror, like any of like the horror genre as a whole, right?
Yeah.
So, every single one of us on this panel, we are all horror fanatics. So, give us your favorite fictional serial killer. Which movie franchise are you a huge fan of? And I know it's a stupid question. He's wearing the damn thing, but hit me. Who do you like best?
Y'all aren't gonna see this coming, actually. I gotta say Frank the Rabbit from Donnie Darko. It's just perfect
You really
movie.
blindsided us.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
have seen
know.
that coming.
Yeah,
It's like, I know
it's a
you're
great
thinking
movie
Donnie
overall.
Darko, but Jason Voorhees. No.
The Leprechaun parts 1 through 6, not 7.
Jack Frost. He's back for revenge.
Krampus.
Fucking gingerbread man.
Ginger.
I forgot about that.
I watched that entire movie. It is a fucking fever dream. I am so sorry.
They are really bad.
But that's why I love it's like horror movies that are comically terrible. Like they're bad on purpose. Like randomly they have Tommy Chong in the movie, and then his job is to talk shit to Gingerbread Man and then blow himself up.
Yeah, I'm not on your side. I think that movie's terrible.
I think that
Terribly fucking
there's a
awesome.
line for me when it comes to bad movies, and those things I don't enjoy those movies. They're just bad.
Oh, I love it. I love me a bad movie. But
Anyway,
so
let's talk about Donnie Darko.
I was about to say you got tugged at the heartstrings, so give your opinions. 2 cents. Go.
Wait, what? I think he froze. What?
You jumped up what he said Donnie Darko.
Oh yeah, I was okay. Because as an old head, I remember stuff.
Mhm.
But I was just gonna ask, like, so what brought you into that? Because what, as the 30-plus-year-old members here, I want to say, Brandon, you have no idea what we're talking about.
It pains me to say I've never seen the movie.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think I broke him.
Just a little shook right now. But
I have no idea.
it's like what got me into the movie though? Like watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think just boredom, and I put it on.
I meant, like, what about the story though? Like, and the characters.
Oh, I just never seen a movie like it. I mean, I'm so used to like at the time when I was younger, I was so used to like the kind of action movies, like dumb stuff like Sharknado and all those weird movies. And I was
Fair.
just so used to watching that stuff. And then I saw a movie that actually left me thinking like weeks after it. 'Cause I still didn't understand the story. And it was kind of it stuck in my mind for so long that I was like, I gotta love this, you know.
So,
And
when people always ask me how to describe that kind of storytelling, do you think cinematic, or it's not a cinematic, cerebral and bleak fit a little bit better than like, oh yeah, it's your average horror movie?
I wouldn't even know what to describe it as.
Right?
Those words
It's
could be, but again, the movie is so confusing. I don't even know what to call it.
Donnie Darko
Oh,
has been labeled as a complete mindfuck of a movie that you have to watch multiple times just to understand it a little bit more each time.
Yeah.
Personally, I've never seen it either.
he
I'm not the
Googled it.
only one.
Motherfucker Googled it.
Yeah, you saw when my head was up like this. I was just like, what do they refer to when it comes to Donnie Darko?
I need my water. Fuck. I hit my eye with my headset.
Yeah, that was the one movie that I never got around to watching because I love all those like old school horror movies. My favorite one from like back in the day was The Crow. And even then, still to this day, for a long time, when I still picture Brandon Lee's face, I thought that movie, The Crow, was Donnie Darko. I was referred to Brandon Lee as Donnie Darko for years.
What?
I want to be mad, but that sounds like such a DJ thing.
Yeah, and it pains me to say that I've never seen it because I've seen so many old horror movies. Like we're talking about, The Crow, Jeepers Creepers, fucking Old Saws, the Halloweens, blah, 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 Nightmare on Elm Street, all that stuff. But that's the one movie I never got to go see. Hell, I even saw the original Thing, but not
The
Donnie.
Thing?
But not
There's
Donnie.
no way you
Darko.
saw that when it was new.
No, not new. But I'm just saying
Okay.
I saw it, and not Donnie Darko. And I'm like,
Oh, that fucked me up. I was like, there's no way you're older than me. When did this happen?
no.
This
Dude, the
fucking
one
guy.
The whole fun part is I have Donnie Darko purchased on my Xbox, but I always get sidetracked when it comes to watching it because I'm like, I can watch Donnie Darko or Denzel Washington's The Equalizer Part 3.
Like for the 1000th time.
Mhm.
The-
I can watch Donnie Darko or Training Day.
I want to say something.
Do
Actually,
it.
I'm going to say something that's not mean. So, I'm a car guy, right? Sorry for the random side tangent. I
It happens
apologize.
a lot.
So that gray Oldsmobile they have in Training Day?
Yeah.
I was just watching somebody do a full rebuild of that. It looks just like the one from the movie.
Oof.
Oh man, I've never wanted a movie car so bad in my life. Like not even Eleanor, because Mustang fanboys need to be checked every now and then. But
As long as it's not your take on the Batmobile or the fucking not Mandalorian, the DeLorean, just like yes, I agree with you. Because that's all I see here are like people having like Batmobiles and DeLoreans.
no one has the new Batmobile though, and it's crazy because everyone would be like, "Oh, we're not talking about cars. I'll be here all week. I'll be here all damn week."
He's a wee bit of a car guy.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
It's my car over there in that part of the studio.
Yeah. It's actually a rendition of what his car actually looks like.
Not that exact rap, but Arbiter took some liberties.
What's it called again? An Itachi?
Itasha. You keep saying Itachi.
Itachi
every
is
time.
a character in Naruto.
I know. I just wanted to bug him. Itachi. Anyway, moving forward.
I'm gonna hit you with Rebecca from Cyberpunk at 78 miles an hour. Not that speed specifically. That's as fast as the car goes currently.
I can do it. But so, as a fan of horror, what other horror movies are you into besides just this one? Like, are you a fan of your big titans like Leatherface and Jason Voorhees and all that?
I gotta be a fan of Leatherface. My dad literally named me after the original actor, but yeah,
No
so Leatherface,
Oh, really?
Gunnar Hansen.
Dude, that is epic. That is so epic. I love it.
Yeah, so
Are you comfortable with your name being
I'd
out there?
have to
Just an
say-
FYI, because we can blur that if need be.
yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
All right.
Because I
Well, if
was
they
just
Google
like,
it, they're gonna bring up the actor more than likely.
Because as soon as I heard
Yeah.
it, two things hit my mind, like in repetition. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking gnarly!" Ugh, he just doxed himself.
Hey, that's pretty cool because fun fact is that my mother named me after Brandon Lee.
I can see that though. Your mom's such a pop culture nerd.
Oh yeah, she she is all about movies and all that stuff. And she's the reason I've seen so many. It's because of her. And dude, her collection in her room have just shelves of CDs. And even before we moved to Nebraska, fucking boxes of VHSs. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
if she's the type of person to where if she's at Walmart and she sees like the $5 like big bucket of like movies, you know what I'm talking about?
My $5 movie band.
She'll be like, she'll get excited, go to it, and be like, okay, what do I don't have? Is that this? And she'll walk out with like 5-6 movies.
She holds up one. She's like, "I have the director's cut of this," and then just hawks it across the store. Garbage.
Like, it's nuts, and she drives my dad crazy doing that. But I love her for it. She's all about the pop culture stuff.
Saying I'm just named after a fucking jewelry store. Blech. I hate it. I wish I could be named after an actor. I'll even take an actress. Can't I pull up Scarlett Johansson?
No,
Anyways,
moving
Hurtful.
on.
so I gotta ask this question. You come from a family of horror buffs, I take it.
More my dad, but yeah.
Okay. So I had a very similar upbringing with my grandma being an absolute crazy person and having every horror movie ever made.
Mhm.
So I take it you were exposed to a lot of the classics, Texas Chainsaw, Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, shit like that.
Fucking Hellraiser.
Well, actually, only Texas Chainsaw Massacre. My dad's more of the type to collect, like one-off horror movies, like weird, obscure stuff, and stuff that maybe isn't allowed in the United States. He's a collector. He likes to
Okay.
collect a
Is
lot
it
of rare
allowed in the
movies.
United States?
Yeah.
It's quite a list, actually. It's surprising how big that list is.
It's like there's shit that exists that we'll actually say no to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so but you said so it's only Texas Chainsaw, or have you seen any of the other Titans?
I mean, I've seen like some of the Chuckies, like just some of that stuff. I got pretty bored with it though, just because I'm so used to the weird stuff, like the obscure stuff. When I saw something mainstream and like actually high quality, I just kind of got turned off by it.
Okay.
Ooh, what about Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
I've seen clips from it, I'm pretty sure, but I've not seen that movie yet.
Just curious. That one's a weird one that a lot of people sleep on. I actually quite like it a lot. What?
I want to give it a watch. It actually sounds pretty cool, and I aren't they making a game out of it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
4-player co-op where it'll be like the survivors versus the killers, the formula we've kind of seen before.
They're talking about
I've
like
already
Dead
put
by
it in.
Daylight formula.
Yeah.
I've already
But-
put in about 7 different applications to do their playtest when it comes out.
Ooh, let me know how it goes, man. I think it could be a lot of fun. The campiness, the wackiness, the crazy shit they got away with in the movie, like melting off someone's face with a cotton candy gun. I don't know why I find that really charming and endearing from a horror movie. What? I think I broke DJ again.
I've just forgotten. You just like reawakened a core memory of that.
Oh, did you see that movie?
Mhm.
What?
Killer Clowns?
A long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
So it has one of my favorite movie deaths of all time. Sorry, Brandon.
I was about to say, yeah. I think I saw that when I was like 5. I barely remember the movie.
Shit.
I remember
It's
I
got one
was
of-
scared shitless because I was 5, and I
No,
hated
that's fair. Killer
clowns.
Clowns at 5. That's like nightmare fuel.
But I did see it.
Yeah, it's got one of my favorite cinematic deaths ever. A clown's doing charades, and then he does a dinosaur, and the shadow comes to life and just eats everybody on the sidewalk, and then just fucks off and disappears. Like they take zero time to explain how or why it happened. You just saw 20 people get murked, and then they moved on to the next scene.
Oh,
Granted, with
that
the name Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it's one of those like you need to go into it with the expectation of something or some things is not going to make sense,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
and I need to deal with it. Okay, so before we get sidetracked, start talking about Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Attack of the Nerds, because I was about to say that one next, even though it's not a horror movie. Anyway, so you said you like the obscure horror movie, not like your AAA. I almost said developers, AAA movie producers. Have you seen the likes of like I don't know, like the Black Phone or anything?
With Ethan Hawke.
I believe that's his name.
Yeah, I've seen that. I watched it
Or
midnight
the
actually, but it was a while ago.
or the guy who basically kidnapped the kids, and then they had to figure their way out using a disconnected telephone.
Oh yeah. I remember. I think I watched that fully actually.
So what were your thoughts on that? Because I myself love like obscure horror movies. Nothing against your big heavy hitters, but some of those like underground cult gems are actually kind of cool. So what did you think of it?
I mean, again, it was a while ago. I don't really remember too much, but from what I remember, it kind of reminded me of one movie. I think called Summer of '84. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
Sorry.
it gave me like heavy vibes like that of like the kid trying to escape or whatever. But I mean,
No, I
yeah,
haven't heard of that one.
what I love movies like that.
He's Googling again. While he's doing
Shut
that.
up.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
continue.
While he's doing that, just stepping in. Like, so you just dropped Summer of '84. I'm not personally familiar with that one. Like, what other of the obscure ones could you drop on us? See if maybe one of them strikes a nerve with any of the cast.
Cocaine Bear.
It's not a horror movie.
See that one too, but stuff like 20 weeks later, 28
Love that
days
one.
later,
Love it.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
a lot of like weird ones. Like I think there's one my dad showed me where it was like World War II vampires or something. I don't know. Stuff
Fuck,
like
I want to see that now.
I'll have to ask him about it, but
I think I might
then-
know what the fuck that is. I think I saw it on
Wait.
Netflix one day.
Are you talking about the? Oh, is it the Abraham Lincoln fights Nazi vampires?
What?
I heard World War II and vampires, so I was like,
I think you're thinking Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and then you
Yeah.
added Call of Duty Black Ops into it for some reason. Actually, hold on now. I need to make a phone call.
we came up with it first. We get royalties. Granted, some of those movies are cool, like Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and FDR American Badass. If you haven't seen FDR American Badass, you really need to. Who knew a wheelchair
I've
could be so
never even
fucking
heard
cool?
of that. What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, gets a badass wheelchair and he starts murdering the hell out of Nazis.
Okay.
It has Barry Bostwick in it, and nobody knows who Barry Bostwick is. That's how
No,
old I
not
am.
off the top of my head.
See,
Although there is a horror movie I haven't seen in a long time that I've been trying to find where I could watch it, but it's 13th Ghost.
Oh, dude, 13 Ghosts. Don't get me started on Dark Castle.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in fucking forever, man. I can't find it anywhere.
I know. I got a physical copy.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
I love Dark Castle films. The production or the studio is so good, man.
They are really
They're-
good.
They were
On
gonna
road.
do like a horror verse,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to think of which movie it was that bombed, and it canceled the entire project, and that fucking pissed me off so
What
bad.
one movie destroyed them? Damn.
They literally said, "Yeah, we'll do really big on this next one," and it literally,
Oh.
I think it coasted through theaters like marginally. And when they didn't get the return they wanted, they scrapped the whole project because they thought it was going to be like the first end game. It was going to be like their end game, and it didn't do well.
No, that's unfortunate.
by the way, real quick, so I forgot what I
Mhm.
was typing. I pressed one of my my hotkeys, and I ended up ending my recording early. So
Okay.
mine's gonna be in 2 parts, just so you know, sir.
It's fine. The audience will know this.
I'm not smart, and I have my hotkey to end recording. It's a button I press quite frequently. So yeah, I'm not smart when it comes to keybinds. These guys would know. They played the finals with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was less than 24 hours ago.
Yep. Change your hotkey. Okay, well I'll just use the Y button. Wait, we never use the Y button. Controller nerd.
I use the Y button. It's what I use to switch to my gun.
I have to use the Y button to pick stuff up. That's video games, which we can talk about video games
Yeah.
later. I'm assuming you play video games, right? Since you're in VrChat.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
But we'll do a light touch up on video games before we take a commercial break. I want to speak English first of all. Secondly, what got you into VrChat? Like, what made you actually boot up and play this game? And what made you stay here?
Probably the memes like that I was seeing of like the Knuckles stuff. Like I know that's pretty much like a lot of people's story, but
Do you know
I
the way?
saw it and wait, what?
Do you know the way?
I am the way.
Mhm.
Yeah,
My God.
so I got on from that. I didn't know anything for like months. I didn't even know what an avatar was. I just kind of existed, and I didn't know I was very young at the time, but it was basically just the memes I saw, and I thought they were the most hilarious thing in the world. So I decided, hey, I want to go do this myself, and I'm here, I guess.
Looks down in shame, and here we are.
Now I'm here.
Welcome to the degenerate pit.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the Twilight Zone.
been here a while.
That's kind of how all of
Yeah.
our stories originated. Like before I had a headset, hell, before I had a laptop, I knew all of VrChat because of the memes, especially the Ugandan Knuckles. And I think one of my favorite clips was that same group of Ugandan Knuckles walked up to a guy whose avatar was the Windows 95 logo. And they were just like, "Do you know the way?" And he goes, "What the fuck even are you?"
Yeah. People back then, when it came to Ugandan Knuckles, they got really creative with their avatars, and just there's so many shit posts out there, so many worlds with just a bunch of shit post avatars.
That's some of the best content that I love consuming in this bad boy. Outside of going and finding every single waifu ever. Hi. I love going to just cursed worlds just to see, like, how did your mind come up with this?
There's some fucked up shit,
Oh, I
and
know.
I'm not talking just bad. I'm just talking like you should have been on like acid or something type of fucked up.
Remember that avatar you found a little while back on the old archived world, and it had a toggle that freaked you out?
Yeah, I
You know what I'm talking
remember.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what you're into live and just out you like that, but you freaked me out too, bud.
I'm not into it though. You keep saying that I am, but I'm not.
The tone of your voice, man, you scared me. Like, ooh.
No, I was more surprised that it existed. Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a
it's
set of
pretty prevalent
avatars
in
that
the
are
furry
not
community, you know.
they're not SFW, and surprisingly, I found one in the archive world. If anyone knows what that is, you can just look up shit. All I did was type in Rexium, and something came up that I didn't want to even know existed.
Well, the ancient texts.
The
DJ.
ancient text.
Like a man's arm holding a melon.
Man's arm holding a shot put, just swaying.
With all the chop.
Oh no.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
But on the topic of shot put, now it's time for us to take a wee bit of a commercial break. When you agree, Brandon?
Yes.
We're doing shots. Oh, I
Oh,
misread the
all
scene.
right. What we doing?
I mean, you want to? You
No.
want to get saucy?
No.
That's fine. I don't got anything left.
I got stuff in my fridge underneath my desk, but I'm gonna save that for at least another half an hour. All right, but we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, once we hear from our partner, Debbie. Take it away.
Hey everyone, NoSkill Mike here. Just to throw out the friendly reminder that Dubby is still live and supporting us. They're dropping new flavors, stickers, and even a new waifu cup. So if you want to do your part and kick in just the tiniest a bit, we'd appreciate it ever so much. All you gotta do is use code NSE at dubby.gg whenever you make an order, and you help everybody out, yourself included. Till next time.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, DJ. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's now public Discord server. Yes, that is it. It is open now. You can join in the link in the description down below. We'll pretty much hang out there every single day. So whether you want to drop a meme, maybe drop some music, there's a space that's right for you down at the NoSkill Entertainment Discord. So maybe I'll see you there sometime. Bye now. And welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you enjoyed that pretty little ad read. Once again, thank you to W for hanging out with us. You are beautiful, you're lovely, and I hope your Velcro straps stay nice and tug. And also, join the Discord. We're in there every single day, or at least we try to be. Come and hang out with us. I post memes every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. So come on in, throw some stuff our way. Moving swiftly forward, we have a special guest. His name is Mr. Darko. Hi. So now that we've talked about I want to touch up on world creation one more time because you are a world creator. I want to know what your first world was that you created yourself, not edited or fixed for somebody else. What was your very first world that you made?
It was concrete. It was just concrete floor. That's about it. I don't know. I think it was just kind of a test to see, like, will this actually work and upload? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I did a lot of them. I uploaded like probably 10 different worlds of just like little pieces of concrete and then just like a light above it. Just trying to understand how everything worked, basically.
So this was your like getting the practice in of like, okay, how, like, what goes where? How do I make this work? How can I make this work with this?
Basically, yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
let me ask you this: what was your first official like world that you published and put a lot of work in?
I can't say a lot of work was put into it. It was a Gmod port of a map called Area 91, and I basically just ported that. Did a bit of that stuff. I also made some one-off worlds as well that were like actual furnished like hallways and stuff. But it was
Okay.
probably that Area 91 world.
All right.
And now on the other side of that spectrum, what is your most recent world that you've created?
A backrooms world actually, which surprisingly
Ooh.
kind of blew up. It was on trending for a while. And
I might have been there.
and-
I might need to check it out after this. I'm still obsessed with the background shit.
yeah, I don't really like it myself. It's just as a world creator that dabbled in SCP, did SCP.
Damn.
You
Sorry.
okay?
Ignore me, a bug flew in my mouth. Ugh.
Anyways, continue, sir.
Sorry.
But yeah. So I made that. It's just your run-of-the-mill backrooms world. Nothing too special about it, but just decided to upload it. It was a project that I never finished, and I just decided one day I got nothing better to do, so I just uploaded it.
I still remember when that backrooms started getting big, like what, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now? And I was like, I don't understand the point. It just seems so simplistic, and that's exactly what it is. It's you're just in a room and you're gonna turn a bunch of corners. Either A, it's a dead end, or B, there's a monster there, or C, you can keep going. Choice is yours. So I kind of dig it. I do. I definitely want to. I'm definitely gonna go check it out. That's why I have to keep looking up and memorizing your name because I'm like, well, I know I'm gonna misspell it somehow, and I don't want to do that
This is fucking Darko.
with Mister in front of it.
Okay.
Anyways, so Darko, I was actually gonna ask, since we're on the topic of games and stuff, does your love for horror movies also translate to horror games?
Do you play Dead by Daylight? Is what he's asking.
Somewhat.
No. Just
Not
Not so
anything.
much Dead by Daylight. I've broken too many controllers by playing that. It's just, it's not worth it at this point.
Fair.
But
Fair enough. Yeah, but do you like any like I don't know, old horror games? That you had anything new that you like? Like when it comes to horror games, what do you like?
So that means you've played the new
Uh,
Texas Chainsaw game, right?
Shut
You're
up,
named after the
DJ.
I've
Jeez,
not
why are
played
you
that
such a
yet.
normie?
I didn't even know it released yet. It released?
Yeah,
It's not
Better.
doing well.
it's not doing well.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I think.
Can't be as
I
bad
mean,
as Payday
kinda
3. Oh, did I
translates to
say
the
that out
recent
loud?
movies.
And they're making another one.
But, oh boy. Is it gonna be like the 2022 one?
It's definitely gonna be kicking a dead horse.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I like stuff like State of Decay, if y'all have played that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
great game.
Mainly the first one, just because
Oh,
of the
yeah.
nostalgia. That was like the first real game I played that I actually kind of played all the way through. Yeah, games like that, games like Doom Eternal, Doom 2016.
Yes.
He's a Doom guy.
Yeah, that's about it, honestly. And like stuff like Gmod, but that's not really horror. That's just whatever.
All right.
No,
Nah, I would
Gmod's a
consider it horror
nightmare
because you
sometimes.
can find some gnarly shit in Gmod.
Oh yeah, I've gotten so many jump scares from that game because like I like to go out of bounds a lot, and like in this one New York City map, there was like an Easter egg of like a glitching thing, and I thought my PC was getting hacked. I like jumped up and freaked out because it was like one of those glitch like ARG things that someone had
Oh.
put in the world. Yeah, that scared me so bad.
Hmm.
When you can feel your blood pressure rise in real time.
Dude,
Yeah,
my
it
blood
was
pressure.
just.
Go ahead, continue.
What were you
Sorry.
saying?
No, continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like it was one of the first times I had seen something like that in Gmod, so I honestly thought like something was going wrong. But
Oh, yeah, speaking of spiked blood pressure, that reminds me of when you and I were doing that horror maze map, the one that we never finished. And as soon as the
Oh,
music started
yeah.
kicking up and we were being chased by something, I'm sitting there like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have a heart attack right fucking now. Just keep fucking running.
Oh, yeah, that was when I got chased by Alma from the Fear series.
I got chased by the pig from Saw.
I would have traded you. Creepy little white girl is terrifying.
Creepy
Is
little
the
white
shit
girls
of
love me.
nightmares.
Creepy little white girls love me. They see a 6'5" brown dude. They went, yep.
And
Press X to doubt.
I'm gonna
Like, look at
I'm
that
gonna
dude.
do you a favor and censor that.
What? What'd I do?
You heard them, right, Mikey?
Yeah, I did. And,
What?
he thinks it's quirky.
And you think it's
What?
really?
I said 6'5" brown
I
dude.
didn't hear anything.
All right, cut this out. You said, "Oh yeah, little creepy little white girls love me."
Oh,
Because he said it first.
no, I didn't. I said I hate that shit.
And I was just simply saying, white women love me.
You didn't say women. You said creepy little white girls love big brown me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm getting it.
yeah, you get it
yeah.
now.
First thing
Now-
first, cut that
He
part
gets
out.
it now. All right, back.
I was gonna make that my fucking Discord notification sound. DJ's voice. People, guys come over. What the hell is that? Oh, I gotta introduce you to
Now I'm definitely gonna get you on the fridge, Arbiter. We have a
On the
new one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So for about the last 20 seconds, you guys are gonna know what the fuck we're talking about as we're talking currently. Anyway, moving swiftly forward. So you are a wee bit of a gamer, as we've disclosed, because like we can take a step away from the horror stuff, unless you want to keep talking about horror, in which case let me know. But so what? A, what platform are you playing on? And B, what is your game of choice? What do you like playing?
You see, I mainly just honestly go to Gmod for whatever, just to build stuff. I mean, as of late, it's been actually making games, but my game of choice has to be like Gmod or actually SCP Secret Laboratory. I have been playing that a lot. That is
Yeah.
I
that is a struggle.
I tried doing that shit in VR and I had to take off my headset.
Oh, you mean Lab Rat?
Yeah, Labra, that one right there. I tried doing that VR and I was like, off. This is nope. That's a big no
Was
for
it
me,
that
dog.
creepy?
Yeah. Not a lot
Talk me through it.
of horror games get to me, man. I'm like, bro, this is too much. This is like, oh, hell no. I don't know how to explain. It's been like 3 years since I freaking touched it. If that says anything, it's still in my Steam library, just sitting there. But
I'm gonna download it just to find out.
You won't.
But dude, I'll lift up this headset right now. Don't think I won't. Excuse me.
You're still hosting.
Talk amongst yourselves. Like I can talk while doing stuff. It's called being multitaskful. So, but outside of like building stuff, what games do you play like casually? Like, are you like a Call of Duty kid, or are you like an RPG guy?
Don't tell him Call of Duty. He won't stop.
Here's the thing. I have never played a Call of Duty in my life.
Good.
go.
Except for like
Oh.
one.
Stay away from that cesspool.
I never found it interesting. I think Ghost is a cool character, and that's it. I've barely touched that game.
Good
What's
for
up,
you.
Ghost? That is
I'm
Eagle's
happy
gonna
for
rise.
you. You probably live a good
Thank
life.
you.
yeah, good for you.
I do. Yeah, but probably Black Mesa. I've been kind of chill playing that recently.
Oh, very nice.
Maybe Black
And
Mesa.
Left 4 Dead.
He's singing.
Hey, there you go. Left 4 Dead.
Well, Black Mesa is made by the same people that made Portal, I believe. I think, because it's in reference to the "Still Alive" song from Portal. Or is it no? It was supposed to be. Wasn't supposed to be a rip off of Half-Life.
I don't know.
I know they're tied together somehow.
The gecko's gonna light you on fire when he shows up to
fine.
work.
That's fine, dude. He needs to be
Actually,
here.
I don't know where he is. He should be home soon.
I bet he's with
We
the
haven't missed you,
girly.
Gecko.
I bet he missed.
Probably.
I bet he's probably with the girly.
I hope he didn't make that drive. That's like an hour away, my guy.
So what's it called again? Secret Laboratory?
Lab Rat.
Yeah.
SCP like Lab Rat. Or Secret Laboratory is another one.
Because what was one that you were talking about?
Laboratory. Secret Laboratory.
It's free. I'm gonna add that to my Steam library right now.
I think I have that one also installed. Isn't that one multiplayer?
I don't know.
I'm
And
done
then
the Darko.
Lab Rat.
Wait, what?
I was asking you, isn't that one the multiplayer one?
Laboratory? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of arcade, like you get a roll and then you play it.
Oh,
Like that.
yeah, I have played it then. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, this one's free too. Oh, I remember this one. I remember seeing videos of this one. It crowded them in an elevator. Yeah, so add that to my library. Okay, I'm done farting around on Steam now. I'm a professional.
You gave Dino
Let's go.
shit for fishing during the podcast.
Well, then again, it's because we were actively. No, I did the exact same shit.
Yeah,
I need
you
to
did.
apologize for that. I know.
Mm-hmm.
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 But at
I
least
know
I didn't
feeling.
do it for. I also didn't do it for 25 minutes. I only did it for 2.
Yeah,
and I
no,
was still
fair.
actively
You got me there.
participating. And I was still actively participating. So you never played a Call of Duty, really? I'm not gonna lie, I've played all of them.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to have an episode where we don't have to talk about Call of Duty. It's a rare
But-
occasion around here.
But you did mention Left 4 Dead, and I am a very, very, very much so, very, very big Left 4 Dead fan because I very, very love Left 4 Dead. 1 or 2?
Probably 2.
My guy.
Yep.
Modded or
There you
unmodded?
go.
Unmodded.
Really?
Wow, baby. OG.
You don't want to hit people with baguettes for baseball bats?
No, it's not funny.
It's bread.
I do,
It's bread.
but it's fun when Ellis is telling you about his buddy Keith the whole time. I don't need baguettes. I just need Ellis. You know.
Yo, this
That's all I
one time me and my buddy Keith turned a lawnmower into a homemade NASCAR, and it was fun until it flipped over and the blade went flying. Ellis, yeah? Shut the fuck up.
That's a game that I really want to play again. It's Left 4 Dead. The last time I played Left 4 Dead, same thing how you feel with Dead by Daylight. Last time I played Left 4 Dead, I threw a controller through my wall.
Really?
I was going to go find my teammates in their respective lockers, and I walked through a doorway. Didn't hear anything. I was walking through the doorway. As soon as I stepped through, a hunter jumped on me and killed me, and there was no way I could stop him.
Wait, how long ago was this?
A while ago.
Like, is it
Like, I was still living-
before me and you knew each
Oh
other?
no! Like I wasn't playing with you. I was playing with my friend Gur and 2 of her friends. But it's when I still lived with the guy named after a restaurant. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, so that long ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoney's?
Yeah.
Ignore that.
Huh?
That's a stupid bit.
I fucking hate you. You live with Popeye? No I'm kidding.
Whoa, you mean
Papa
shenanigans?
John's.
But I saw that game pissed me off. But it's one of those you can agree to this. It's almost cathartic. Like you're mad, but it still feels kind of good to be mad at like at that game in specific, right? Or do you not rate the games anymore?
I mean, I still do. Just at like random games, like stuff like Slime Rancher, stuff like that.
You rage
I don't
it,
know
Slime
why.
Rancher?
I thought that game was
I mean,
supposed to be
stuff
relaxing.
Like that, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
You're talking about games that are supposed to be relaxing. What the hell you get mad at?
I will find anything that can get me angry in a game. Anything.
That's awesome.
That's
I
great.
could just imagine he's playing like Power Wash Simulator, a game that's meant to be soothing. He's just like, there's dirt everywhere.
Where's this one speck of dirt?
Oh,
Where's
shit
my
on the
lamb
van.
sauce? So now we have a little bit more context as to who Darko is. If he finds, if it's a game that's meant to be soothing and relaxing, he will find a way to get upset and mad at it.
I would
It's
watch that
metaphor.
stream.
So do I. I would love to be a fly on the wall during that gaming session, even if but for a moment. Okay, so I forgot to ask you this earlier. We're gonna go back to your world creation. Out of all, how many worlds would you say that you created off the top of your head? Do you know the exact number? Do you know a ballpark?
Probably around 50 to 40.
Yeah. And it's like from the ground up, like you handcrafted everything by hand, or did you use a previous model?
Well, mostly previous models, but I'll kind of mix and mash them together. I'll basically take like a layout of something and then just make it unrecognizable.
Okay.
But yeah, so mostly all of them are like that. Some are from the ground up, but most of them are just insane customizations that make it look like something completely different.
All right. So then, what would you say is your favorite map that you've created thus far?
Huh.
Like, which map have you
do
made
think-
where you just went, hell yeah?
Probably. You see, I can't do that anymore because I'm working on a project right now that's taken me over 400 hours. I used to think my old maps were like, this is the shit. This is incredible. And now that I'm working on this, and I've advanced so much. I'm like, wow, these are horrible. Like all my other maps. So if I had to say, probably the Backrooms one, just from like it wasn't that much of a crazy thing when I was making it and when I had made it, but like to see how big it got, that's when I kind of saw like, holy shit, this is actually really awesome.
Okay. Hell yeah! Now you're making me want to play that map ever so much more. And now my final question when it comes to your world creation, then I'll turn it over to the boys to ask you some questions because I tend to talk a lot and I do apologize. What would be, and I know I've asked this to Ghost and Arbiter too, what would be like your magnum opus, like your ultimate project? Like what would you want to create where you're just like, that's it? That's the top of my mountain. Is it this current project, or do you have like other plans in the works to do something even bigger?
I have plans in the works, but as of now, what I'm making right now, which is actually an SCP site, is like the top of everything. Like what I am so hyped for. And like I think is like honestly my masterpiece. Like the map itself isn't perfect, but as of now, that is kind of like what I think will be what I'm known for once it releases.
Oof. That sounds fucking gnar.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the biggest. I've looked at a bunch of other SCP maps, but it's probably gonna be the biggest on VRChat. So I'm really excited to get it to people so they can kind of explore. I've tried walking around it, like I've done a little beta test of it, and it took me around 2 hours to walk inside the interior.
Jesus.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
fucking.
probably that.
That's tight. All right. I've had my questions asked. All right, let's go down the line, boys. Anything you want to say or ask Darko right now?
Me. So I was gonna ask, is there say a person that you would want to collab in like map making in the future? Like say, I don't know, for example, Arbiter, would you ever want to like collab with any other world creator?
Uh, Not really. No, I've never really like done well with working like events and stuff. I'm fine with that, but like when it comes to actually working like on things, like if I need help with like a program or something, I'll ask someone. But like actually collabing on a map, I don't think I physically ever could,
Okay.
You're a
just because of like
perfectionist.
OCD and stuff. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, all right. I get that.
Definitely one of those like when I do a project, it's done my way, and I can't concede, which is definitely a very artistic thing because it's like I want this done in my way because that's the way it's done right.
exactly. Yeah.
I know some people like that.
Mikey.
Called your brother.
My brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see what's rolling around in ye old brain noodle. Oh, actually, so not to hang on to VRChat all too much, but it has had some weirder updates in the recent past. A couple things got phased out, a couple new things got added in. Is there any of the new changes you'd like or stuff you'd want to see? Because I know they've done things with hardware, changing engines, anti cheat, the weird new actual currency system in here. Like, you got any thoughts on any of the changes?
And there's Unity and its entire fucking inception.
All right, I'm gonna try to be nice so I don't get banned, because
You don't
I
have to say
have
anything you're not comfortable
Put
saying.
him on the fridge. Put him
I
on
have
the fridge.
many words for the devs of VRChat, but all I can say is I'm not happy with anything. They're literally turning into Fortnite. They have V-Bucks now. They are ruining their game for Quest. Like, they got rid of transparency and stuff, which just is horrible. My suggestion to VRChat, let us creators have fun. Let us upload worlds for Quest in the 500 megabyte mark. I don't care if it makes them run at 2 frames per second. If it looks cool, it looks cool. So, yeah, I'm not happy with anything. In fact, I'm very mad about it. But best thing to do is just work around it.
Eh,
and try to find other ways to deal with it.
it yeah, but I'm gonna say this because I do appreciate the platform and what you can do. But what made it so big initially was the fact that it was community created. You wanted to see something, you made it. You wanted to go do stuff with your friends, you made it possible. And now that they're really trying to funnel it down and take some of that away, it seems very counterproductive, is my opinion on it. I don't want to sound like I'm
Yeah.
telling them they're doing it wrong, but I don't know.
It
I
seems like
think
they're
it
just
should change the
catering to the big creators. Yeah.
pace.
You know, I can see that.
Yeah, which is unfortunately, and maybe this is just me being anti-establishment. That seems like a symptom of the world we live in today. Everyone wants to go for that big buck and step away from helping the indie creators, the people who get it started.
See, I rue the
Exactly.
day when like you go to spawn into a big creator's world and then there's a fucking paywall. Like you have to like have a subscription to go to certain creators' worlds.
Stop here,
I've been
peasants.
recommended that. I've been
They what?
recommended to do that. People have told me like, "Hey, you're making this big ass map. You should probably make it so like you gotta pay to actually get in." And I was like, "What? No, what?"
Oh,
And it's like it is ridiculous.
the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch to recommend such a thing.
Like the most that I've seen is
Exactly.
I'll go into and I usually see it mostly in like avatar worlds where I'll go into a world and then it's locked behind a passcode, and normally they're just like, oh yeah, you have to join my Discord and then I'll give you the passcode to get in. But the worst that I saw was you have to join the Discord, go to the guy's Patreon, sub at tier 1, and then he'll send you, once you shown him that you subbed to his Patreon, he'll send you the code to get into the world. And I'm like, I
Now
have to
things like
pay.
avatar searchers.
And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be here for literally 5 minutes, and then I'm probably never gonna come back here again. Why do I have to
Yeah.
go through all that trouble just to go look and see what you got? I'm good. Next. But I definitely see where you're coming from. Of like they're starting to. I don't. Real quick disclaimer: we're not trying to shit on the developers of VrChat because clearly we're still in this bitch. But definitely starting to seem like it's getting harder as a world creator and avid creator to get your stuff out there because you have to compete against the big dogs who've been here longer, like longer than yourself.
Sometimes it feels like you're competing against the developer itself.
You're not fair. By the way, I just want to say it warms my heart that guys like you and Arbiter are wanting to make like these big and glorious worlds that and still compress them down to where they're Quest headset compatible, even if people don't have PCs. Because it's true, like everybody should be able to see like what you guys are capable of creating. So just for me personally, I appreciate I greatly appreciate creators like you looking out for. Before I had a PC, I was just a Quest kid. So that's awesome, and
Yeah,
thank you.
same. No problem. Yeah, it's just kind of me knowing that pain of like not being seeing all the big worlds on YouTube, and then now I get on Quest, and it's like, wow, I can't do anything. So I honestly just want to kind of remake what's on PC, but better for Quest and PC.
Mhm.
Don't want to be limited to going
But
to VR fast food places because you have a Quest and that being your only option.
yeah, worlds like that are just it's all you got now on Quest. And like there are some genuinely cool worlds, but it's like McDonald's that have like horrible textures, or like just some random like world with a plane and a mirror and it's called Void and it's got like 200. That's not like a specific world I'm talking about, just like some like low budget world with like 200k visits, and it's just it's weird nowadays. But
Yeah,
It's a different ecosystem. Oh,
yeah.
what's up?
Like for example, whenever I'm just trying to look for worlds, when I'm trying to shoot music videos and stuff, I run into a lot of worlds that either A have the same name as others, but two, they all look the same. They'll be basic templates, very low texture. Some of them even just literal copy and paste of other worlds. I don't know. It's just flooded with a lot of just really low effort stuff, but they're all Quest compatible, and that's all they're really used for. And I get it. Quest players need to have something, to go on to and use, or something different other than, a fast food place. But it's like, there's not a lot of truly crazy and just creative worlds that people just make out of, their mind, their imagination. But what there are, they are crazy and fantastic. I've seen so many cool worlds, but some of them are limited to Quest because they still want to allow people to be on Quest and go into the world, but it's going to be really low frames, or they just totally cut Quest off entirely.
Kind of like
Yeah,
Xbox wanting you to
sad.
buy the next generation Xbox. They'll start slowly making the quality of the previous generations crap to where at some point they basically said, unless you have an Xbox Series S or X, you can't even play these games because the graphics quality is too great for your for what's inside your machine. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that I have a PC and I love my PC to pieces. I don't know if you can see her, you can't, but I'm petting her right now. But you were like, we were all in the trenches of just being Quest kids, and it's like, first off, your headset, you got 90 minutes, Jack, to do what you want in whatever game you're playing. And the first thing I did is I loaded a VrChat, and we were looking for a world to film like one of the original Tavern Talks, and I was able to load into the world, but I couldn't see it. All I saw was just blue, and then his name running around. He was able to see the world, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's another thing we ran into. Worlds that were Quest compatible, but all the Quest people saw was a big blue void, but only PC players actually saw the layout. And it's like, why even publish it for Quest if they can't even see or do anything? They're just kind of bumping
It's
into
probably
shit.
What did you say?
just to get people going there and stuff, and like to get like a Quest user is like, oh, this road looks so good, and then they just enter, but it's just another view or visit for the creator.
And
Pumping the
I
numbers up, so to speak.
I fell for that a few
Exactly.
times. I'm pretty sure the Melon Bar probably got about 50 different visits from viewer visits from me because I'm like, let me just restart the headset and try again. Nope. Let me restart the headset again and try again. Nope. Let me clear my cache, restart my headset, then try again.
and this shit doing numbers.
This shit doing numbers is just DJ.
Just like this dude, Sir Gherkin, he fucking visited my world 50 times in 10 minutes. Hell
What a
yeah, lad. There's my homie right there. Nah, I'm not your homie. I just really wanted to see what was in it, and then I gave up. God, we went on a little bit of a tangent there. Felt good. Y'all feel better?
Much.
We got to let out. We got to let out a little bit of that angst that we're keeping inside. Feel good? You feel good?
Yeah, got that teenage angst all out.
Yes. But now, so we're gonna move swiftly forward because we're gonna be closing out shortly. Not now, but shortly. So, one of the things that I really love talking about when we have special guests on, I really like music. Do you like music?
Very.
What type of music do you listen to? I swear to God, if he says everything.
Me
Oh,
personally,
God.
I think the best band of all time. Nothing else is better. Metallica.
Mikey.
What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I watched the episode with Lemonade, and I thought that'd piss you guys off.
So, I'm a Metallica fan.
But-
Mikey's not.
I'm not either.
It's not that I'm not a
Yeah.
Metallica fan. I'm just tired of Metallica fans getting in my face and bring it to and I'm like, dude, fucking relax. I said they were good. No, they're the best. And I'm like, okay.
Personally, I only like maybe 3 songs, but I'm not saying that they're bad. That's just my taste.
I like Metallica. I just want to hit their fans with a chair.
I mean,
Steel
fair
chair.
enough. Fair
Steel
enough.
chair made of bats because they make me fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Don't you fucking dare.
You like that? I just came up with that.
They locked me in a room. A rubber
They
room.
put me in an institution once. Anyways,
Anyways.
Just a Pepsi. And she wouldn't give it to me.
anyways, DJ back.
Sorry. So
Thank
he's a
you.
Metallica fan. I am a Metallica fan. I do love Metallica. I love the fact that Metallica is one of the bands that basically has paved a way for like a lot of the new age metal bands and metalcore bands have sampled off of Metallica, and I think that that is absolutely awesome. That is such a good choice. What is your favorite song by Metallica?
I was just
and why is it
joking.
Battery?
Oh, and I
huh.
saw that episode where I think it was Mikey started freaking out about it or something. I forget which one it was.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, you were yanking our chain this entire time? Oh, you
Yeah, he said he was.
motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
Listen.
I didn't hear that
I
last
don't
part.
like Metallica.
Listen,
My whole
boy.
family doesn't like them.
Yo, let's go.
For the who is it? What'd you say?
My whole family doesn't like Metallica. So
Okay. Fair.
yeah, but I like stuff like My Chemical Romance, all that emo crap. But recently I've been getting into more metal.
Oh, AFI, Motionless in White.
I've
AFI
heard a
Green
few
Day from the
AFI
Plan.
songs. Not Green Day. I cannot do with Green Day.
Really?
Definitely not Green Day, but
Really? Huh.
All right.
the
All right.
guy's voice, his whole demeanor, it just never really got with me. But like My Chemical Romance, that's just a whole nother story. I can give me a song, like I can start singing it. Like I know all of their stuff. They're definitely my like number one band.
And
I
I
barely
was
listen. Like a young boy.
my
But
father. Sorry.
DMCA.
Yeah.
But My
whoops.
Chemical Romance is.
Yeah.
Well, I got to give you respect. Oh, I love My Chemical Romance and respect for picking My Chemical Romance because they kind of paved the way. Because I'm an old head. I'm. What's that term that I see everywhere on Twitter? I'm sorry, X. I am an elder emo. I fucking hate that goddamn term.
It's
elder.
so accurate though, because DJ, I remember when that phase started. I was there. We wrote the books.
I know.
I remember the first day I heard XD. I hit my friend, but I heard XD for the first time.
You were there
I
when the
still remember the
text
first
was
time I was
written.
told "rar" means I love you and dinosaur. I was there.
Oh,
And who was at the forefront of all of it? My Chemical Romance.
oh, Deej, do you remember those multicolored melted plastic earrings that were air quote spikes, but you could tell it was just hot plastic twisted around?
Yes, I was there for the slapping silly band wars.
Oh my god. All right, sorry. No, we're not going to be
Oh.
elder emo shit.
My knees are crying right now.
Take care of them.
I'm sorry, you awakened a core memory when you said My Chemical Romance, and I had to deal with it in an outburst right now. But so My Chemical Romance is a fantastic band. I still listen to them to this day. Because, let's be real, 3 Cheers for the Black Parade is absolutely fucking fantastic. But what would you say is your favorite My Chemical song? And then we'll go into more bands.
Probably Sleep off the Black Parade. It's definitely just for the ending. And like
Somebody-
the story behind it as well, because like I know the whole album story, but like the ending when you know the story and you hear him screaming like "Wake up," that hits so hard for me. So that's definitely my favorite song by them.
Finally, somebody who didn't say "I'm Not Okay" or "Helena."
Yeah, that's
I love
the basic stuff.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
casual MCR fan.
I mean,
Helena speaks to my soul.
it's either that or Black Parade. People just those 3 songs. It's
Oh
all people
my
know.
God, that was the song of my generation. You
Oh
don't
my
get it.
god.
Yeah, no, I know exactly who that is. Her
Oh,
name is
don't
Kate Kiba. You all know her.
Don't get me wrong. Gerard Way, especially back in the day when he was still in his like 2006, 2007 prime, his voice could do that. And I'm like, okay, I will never be able to do that. My voice has sounded like this ever since I could remember. Could you do that?
I don't know. I don't listen to MTR.
You never had like that elder emo phase. You got to play that one MCR song. That's just
No,
feeling
not
emo.
really.
Or was it
I know
welcome?
that I was from that era, and my friends were into it. I was supportive. I was nice, but I didn't take the time to get into the culture as much as they did.
Or were you the I need to listen to Switchfoot or Welcome to My Life by Simple Plan?
I was Switchfoot, Simple Plan, Amity Affliction.
Yeah.
Slightly different stuff. I was more on the skater punk side of things.
I was
Fucking
thinking probably
Fat
if
Lip.
I was I was young during those times, but if
My
I
guy, you were 4 during those times.
yeah, I was gonna say, but if I had to choose, knowing myself, I would have probably been more on the skater punk side of things.
Yeah.
Because skate rock was fucking tight, dude. Especially ska. Yeah, I'm one of those kids. I loved ska. Like sue me if you don't like ska. I don't know why people hate ska. That's great. Have you never heard of Goldfinger? Sorry, I'm about to start crying again.
He's about to start
Right?
Oh, dude, the
So,
Goldfinger re-releasing Superman after 25 years was epic.
dude. Uh,
It's super effective.
I was there. Okay, but no. So before we do all, as you can kind of tell, we're kind of all into the harder side of metal music. Do you listen to metal like at all? Just curious. Like seriously, no
Somewhat.
Metallica.
That's
I
a
mean,
no.
I like no, like I do. It's just a bunch of one-off things. Like I like this one called Intestinal Disgorge. Like I don't even know if it's metal. It's just like weird. Like I don't know. Like I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know where to look for it, and I
Looking
don't
it
know
up
what
right now.
like
I'm a
stuff is
judge.
specifically.
I'm gonna judge.
It's called Intestinal Discourse.
Disgorge, yeah.
Oh,
It's
Intestinal
I
Discourse.
don't know what
Okay.
it's called, but the cover has like a mummified person on it or something. The one I really like.
That sounds like metal.
That sounds like a brutal slam band.
Watch, it's gonna be Norwegian black and be like, whoa.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Because like I always just like to see if anybody else is like a fellow head of metal, because that's what we all are. There's been many a times when we'll be out in this campsite with a topic to talk about, and then it'll quickly devolve, and it's just an hour and a half of us talking about rock music over and over
I
again.
swear that's every freaking podcast.
Yeah, and here we are talking about it now.
Yeah. By the way, Bad Omens. I recommend. Just saying.
Now, so what other bands? Since I'll just give it the glass ceiling of emo / pop punk. Who else do you listen to? Because I'm vibing with this.
Yeah. So MCR, I listen
Yeah.
to Ghost. I listen to it's not
Ghost.
really a band, it's an artist, but yeah. I listen to Joji as well. I don't do any of the rap
Hey!
stuff. I do not like a single rap song. But
Fucking Joji. That's
yeah,
the name I haven't
so
heard in forever. Papa Franco.
yeah. Just stuff like that. Mainly MCR and Ghost though. I really like Ghost too.
That's definitely a solid choice. I'm not the biggest Ghost fan, but I got respect because they put on a crazy, crazy, crazy show. I saw them live with this band called Avatar, and it was nuts. Like it was. They basically made you feel like you were inside a circus show from start to finish, and it was super cool. And then you said not a fan of any rap, like no rap whatsoever.
None.
I mean, I like Kanye West and stuff, like you know, all the big songs like Runaway and stuff. I actually like some of his unreleased stuff like Mama's Boyfriend, but other than that, it's just a few one-off songs and that's it.
Okay. Because I'm selective when it comes to rap music. I tend to stick with rap that I can actually understand your lyrics and it's not mumbling.
Yeah.
We'll start with that one.
Yeah.
Because couple of the people that I'll just name one. One of the guys I'm a fan of, his name is NF. He raps about such real shit, and it's one of those that hits home because you get the vibe of he just knows what you're going through, and he has a song for it.
Oh yeah.
You know that feeling? You know what I'm talking about? Jesus Christ! Turn 90 degrees and your head is just cranked.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was checking it out. It is grindcore and under the umbrella of metal. It counts.
That counts.
And under the umbrella of what?
Metal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, grindcore's fucking cool.
Grindcore is a lot.
It's a lot. Personally, can't get into it, but it's a lot.
But that's why if I could recommend you any sort of rap artist that you can understand, you can get the sense of he knows what you're going through, I would definitely recommend NF. It's literally just NF. Yeah, some slower rap songs. He had some. You what?
I think I know one of his songs. It's like, I don't know the name, but it's like the one with the music video with like him in all black and like the balloons and stuff.
Oh, that's a lot of his music
I don't
videos.
remember.
That's kind of his thing.
No.
You're probably right.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right though.
That's when he has a shopping cart. It's there too. Oh shit!
Leave Me Alone. That's what it's called.
Hey,
I
I
love
love that song.
Don't
Yeah,
mind me.
that
You
one.
guys talk amongst yourselves while I situate myself. This hasn't happened in a while, so pog, right, guys? Yeah.
As much as I love pretty much all of what NF does, if you want something recent that he's done, I recommend a song called Happy.
Oh, that song hits you in the fucking feels.
It really hit me close to the point where I made a fucking music video out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's his songs. He's got a song out there for everyone, and I swear to God, once you find that song that you relate to heavily, you're gonna feel it, and that's what
Got it queued up.
makes NF beautiful.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, so I
I think
definitely
I've
get.
heard of it actually. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, like, that's why I definitely give NF my recommendation to you, because the man, he's damn good at what he does. And what I respect about him is he managed to hit that level of superstardom where those that are saying like, "Oh, you're just kissing his ass right now." Damn Skippy. But he managed to hit that level of superstardom where he was signed to like your AAA music labels, and he still went, "I'm still not happy," and he jumped, took the pay cut, and said, "I'm going to stay down here in independent, where I'm happy and I can do things my way." And he's still one of the most relevant rappers of all fucking time, because he'll wait a year, maybe even 2 years to drop you music, and then as soon as he drops this like one song, the internet explodes.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking explodes.
He puts
It's
out
that big
songs
of a
when he
deal.
wants to.
He is in control. So I definitely give NF my recommendation. Anything before we start doing the outro? Any bands or any sort of artist that you guys want to toss his way that he might like? Maybe something to get him into either A, more rap, or B, slightly edge him into metal, even though he listens to grindcore.
Well, I already recommended Bad Omens. If you like the softer, like singing voice, kind of like your emo songs and stuff like that, Noah, the singer for Bad Omens, is a good place to start. He does do screams because this is technically a metalcore band, and their heavy stuff is really gnarly, and I love their shit. But yeah, Bad Omens.
The sounds that come out of
Any
that
song
little
in particular?
If you to start off, I recommend Death of Peace of Mind, See How You Feel. And then just kind of go off of their new album, because it's the latest one, is their latest sound. And if you like what you hear, start going down and hear their older stuff. And I do think you'll like them.
You can just listen to the one that
Yeah,
was
I'll
big
give
on
him a shot.
TikTok. I don't recommend that just because of that. If you want to, it's called Just Pretend. It's off the same album, and it got huge on TikTok. And as much as I love that they got popularity and fame or at least more notoriety because of the song, I hate what it's done to the concert scene. I hate what it's done to any sort of concert that they go to. I swear, most people go there just because of that fucking song, and then they leave, and it's really disappointing.
Not at
Yeah.
Aftershock. We held those fuckers in the pit.
Yeah,
You ain't going
and
nowhere,
good,
boy.
and
You ain't
good.
going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes.
You're here for 3 minutes.
You're not a sucker tower. Anyways,
Now, Mikey, a recommendation for something that he should listen to in the future, whether it be like a rock band or a rap man.
Spirit Box, Blessed Be. Very
Jesus
clean
Christ.
vocals, heavenly almost, and then absolutely brutal growls. Amazing band. And then they do hit kind of that deeper sad boy emo energy sometimes. So I think that's a good starting point.
Running by a woman that has a lovely voice. Lovely,
yeah.
lovely.
Whew.
dude, Courtney has such a beautiful voice.
Next level talent right there.
Mm-hmm. But now that
Yeah,
you
I
got
got them both queued up now.
and now that
Yay.
you've
Yay.
and now you've gotten recommendations from both of us, give us a recommendation. Maybe something that you don't think that we would know about. Because neither of us knew about intestinal discord. Yeah, do you have any other ones you want to hit us with real quick?
I like an artist. It's not really metal, but it's like just really weird music by an artist called Rusty Cage. Off his second album Heretics is really good, or the fourth album Gangstalkers. I think y'all would really like that. It's
Grab
just
my
it's like
attention.
weird kind of internet. Yeah, he's kind of fall off as of late though, so but I mean
You
his
know-
music's still pretty good.
That's part of being in heavy metal, though. You'll find out your favorite artist quit, died, or retired all the time, and it's heartbreaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
You really?
Yeah.
He did
Video
the
that
knife
I.
game.
Yep, that's why I know him. The knife game. This dude plays fish fillet in a music video where he's just stabbing a knife in between his fingers and he doesn't miss once. And then he shows the bloopers where he missed every single time. But he has a great singing voice. He has a great cadence. That is a very good shout, dude. That is awesome. I love Rusty Cage. I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Went to Spotify, saw a new knife game, and I went, yes, I know you. I knew you. But yeah, so that is absolutely awesome. I second that, and I recommend Rusty Cage too. But it is getting late. It is that time. You guys know about that time. It is outro time. It is time. We have made it to the end of another episode of the NoSkill podcast. And once again, big shout out to you, Mr. Darko. Thank you for being on here, my friend. This was fun. I'm sorry that we kind of got sidetracked and went on a few tangents. It kind of happens here a lot. But now we're gonna take it. But now we're gonna take it down the line, and we're gonna get some final thoughts from the fella, starting with you down there, Dragon.
I don't know. I thought this was amazing. I always love hearing from a fellow horror buff, and I think next time, if you would want to, I think we should get you and Arbiter on here. Try and see if we can squeeze him in next time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Be opposed.
And then Mikey.
Well, it has been a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Darko. It has been fun. You jogged some core memories loose of some of my favorite things, like the Cornetto trilogy and classic horror and all the spicy, fun stuff that made my teenage years a blast. I do hope you enjoyed your stay on our little, chaos couch here, as I call it from time to time. But man, no,
definitely
it's
did.
been a blast. I'm glad to hear it. But it's been a blast. Hope you well. Hope we see from you again soon. And you know, I think somebody else was asking to be on next time too, but we could deal with that off the stream. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
No.
you're not talking to me.
No, I don't.
It's the there's a girl in the garden. Anyways,
It's the girl in the garden. What?
don't worry about it. Just
On
keep
the
just
dead
going.
reference.
Oh god,
He got it immediately.
that makes me think. One of the things I would love to have you back here for. I would love to see you two do a tavern talk where you guys can just talk about nothing but what is it, Corretto Brothers,
The Cornetto trilogy.
Cornetto.
the Cornetto trilogy, and anything that's SCP related.
We got to get the gecko in here because I'll be up at night trying to go to the bathroom, and in a pitch black house, I'll just quietly hear there's a girl in the garden, and I'm like, "Where the fuck are you? Fuck him, go to sleep."
The fucking Adrian.
It doesn't help that we have the 5-foot banner of the Mothman in the hallway. Fuck's sake.
So I would love to do that. Would you be? I know this has been a chaotic episode with all three of us. Would you want to come back here and do something a little bit more personal, like a little 1-on-1 or maybe 1-on-2?
Definitely, yeah. Anything.
Hell
I'm down.
yeah. Hell yeah, because that's what I think. That's the next thing that I would like to see is him with either just him or with him and his brother. They do like a deep dive into Shaun of the Dead and SCP.
That'd be something.
Is that a question? Why are you
would.
looking at me? Put your
I'm
tongue
pointing
away.
at you.
Yeah.
Don't touch my fucking mouth. With your
Keep your tongue
sausage
away
food?
from me.
Sorry. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for that. It will do it for us here at No Skill Entertainment. Once again, big thank you to Mr. Darko for hanging out with us. All of his stuff and his socials will be down below. Also, down below, there's some buns in the comment section, and I highly recommend that you do whatever you want to with them. And we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.